Hey, it's me, MLV. Here is Pull Chapter 10. This one's titled Glances Exchanged. You quickly gave the shy greenette some pointers on form, then dismissed him politely. As you were looking across to the next student, you caught a small smirk on Aizawa's face. He was standing in his relaxed position with his arms crossed across his chest, watching you intently. Is he proud of himself for palming all the work off onto me? You thought with a small scowl as you called for the next student to step forwards. Aizawa watched you direct each student, giving unique advice tailored to their needs, and smiled to himself again. You've done the right thing, getting her on board, he thought as his eyes travelled down your form. Catching himself, he quickly looked away and cleared his throat. After the short teaching session run by you, he then sent the students back to the classroom and pulled you aside. I don't give out compliments easily, but you took that in your stride, he said, his strangely intense bloodshot eyes boring into yours. Thanks, you said with a small smile. Don't think you can go easy from now on, though. My comment wasn't supposed to make you feel comfortable, he added in a stern tone. I'm aware, you shot back, your sleep deprivation severely capping your patience. Come meet the other staff, he then said, completely unfazed by your emotional snap. Oh, okay, you replied sheepishly as you turned and followed him back inside the building. Your eyes fell on his back and shoulders as he walked in front of you. He's quite broad across the shoulders. I wonder if he's ripped. I mean, he's a hero, so he'd have to be physically fit, you thought as your gaze travelled down to his ass. Well, he's certainly packing some junk in that trunk, you smirked. Suddenly he stopped and swung around and your face burned red. Did he feel me checking him out? You thought with a panic. Yeah, he said as he swung his arm out to indicate the staff room to his left. Oh, you said sheepishly as you looked in, immediately seeing Hizashi inside. Hey, you called to him. What are you doing here? Yeah! He cried loudly as he looked up at you, jumping up on his chair and pointing his fingers out in your direction. Contestant number 1, he called, pulling his hands back to his mouth like he was holding a microphone. How was your day? He then pretended to hold the microphone out to you. Intense, you deadpanned. He roared, laughing. Not surprising considering you're the assistant to the toughest teacher in UA. What a title, you replied with a little bit of teasing as you glanced back at Aizawa, who was behind you and off to one side. Compliment, he corrected. Someone has to be tough. I'm surprised that you didn't get expelled on your first day, Hizashi said with a laugh. He has a habit of doing that. She's a very capable teacher, Aizawa stated, walking past you and over to his desk to get some things for the next lesson. He's full of compliments today, you mused, giving Aizawa another quizzical look. That one wasn't a compliment. That one was a fact. Your heart jumped in your chest and you looked away after his eyes found yours from behind his messy fringe. Shall we dedicate a song? Hizashi teased. I've a whole list of love songs lined up. Not necessary, Aizawa said in a dead voice. Now if you'll excuse me, I've got a class to teach. He straightened and turned to walk past you, stopping when he got up beside you. Tomorrow morning, you'll be here 7:30 a.m. Go home now, get some rest, he stated authoritatively. You nodded, keeping your mouth shut as Hizashi's teasing ran around in your mind. Aizawa left and you looked back at Hizashi. He definitely likes you, Hizashi teased. As if he does, you pouted. He makes no sense and is stern with me. He's strict with people he sees potential in, and even more stern with those he sees as worthy, Hizashi said as he jumped down off his chair and walked over to you. I've been friends with that sad sack of hair since high school, and I can read him really well. I still don't believe you, but I'm sleep deprived and confused, so I'm going home to sleep so that I can be back here 7:30 a.m, you said as you turned to go, waving over your shoulder as you left. See you tomorrow, Hizashi called as you left. What a day, you thought as you walked out of UA. I finally landed my dream job, but it's not what I thought it would be. That night you rang your grandma. You two had been close since you were little, and she had supported you in all of your pursuits, so you felt like you needed to call her and tell her about your new job. Hi, Grams, you said brightly when you heard her answer the other end. My yin, she warbled in her high-pitched voice. How did you go with your teacher's trip? I have so much to tell you, Grams. I hope you're sitting down, you said with a smile as you made yourself a cup of tea. I'm always sitting. If only my backside would get the hint and flatten out, but it's still just as big as the day I ripped my pants at the bowling club. You know, it just... Grahams, you interjected. Can I tell you about the trip and other good news before you tell me about your ripped pants story again? Have I told it to you before, have I? She asked. Don't mind me, dear. I'm having a senior moment. Boiling that cabbage again. Please tell me about your trip. Okay, well, first off, there was this guy. Oh, a suitor, your grandma gasped. How many times did you meet him? Yes, I remember what you said, Grams, you said with a laugh. So you're gonna love this one. Go on, love, go on. Okay, well, the conference went well, but I met the same guy over 7 times, and 7? Grandma gasped excitedly. 7 is an auspicious number. No, but wait, it gets better. I got into UA, you said excitedly. Oh, my hat! No, but that guy is there. That's wonderful, dear. He's my boss, of sorts, you said with a small grimace. Oh, a sordid affair. My friend Lola had an affair with her boss. He was married. Is this man married? Oh, gosh, no, you gasped. Well, I should ask to make sure, but I really don't think he is. It's another lovable side character, Granny. We all love lovable character Granny people. Hopefully she's as lovable as the Granny in Why You, Why Me. But there ends Chapter 10. Stay tuned for Chapter 11, coming tomorrow.